The Herodian dynasty was a Judean dynasty of Idumaean Edomite descent. The Herodian dynasty began with Herod the Great, who assumed the throne of Judea, with Roman support, bringing down the century-long Hasmonean Kingdom. His kingdom lasted until his death in 04 BCE, when it was divided between his sons as a Tetrarchy, which lasted for about 10 years. Most of those kingdoms, including Judea proper, were incorporated into Judaea Province in 06 CE, though limited Herodian kingship continued in Northern Levant until 92, when the last Herodian monarch, Agrippa II, died and Rome assumed full power over his domain. Origin. During the time of the Hasmonean ruler John Hyrcanus, Judea conquered Edom and forced the Edomites to convert to Judaism. The Edomites were gradually integrated into the Judean nation, and some of them reached high-ranking positions. In the days of Alexander Jannaeus, Edomite Antipas was appointed governor of Edom. His son Antipater, father of Herod the Great, was the chief advisor to Hasmonean Hyrcanus II and managed to establish a good relationship with the Roman Republic, who at the time extended their influence over the region, following conquest of Syria and intervention in a civil war in Judea. Julius Caesar appointed Antipater to be procurator of Judea in 47 BCE, and he appointed his sons Phasael and Herod to be governors of Jerusalem and Galilee respectively. Antipater was murdered in 43 BCE, however, his sons managed to hold the reins of power and were elevated to the rank of tetrarchs in 41 BCE by Mark Antony. Rise to power. In 40 BCE, the Parthians invaded the eastern Roman provinces and managed to drive the Romans out of many areas. In Judea, the Hasmonean dynasty was restored under King Antigonus as a pro-Parthian monarch. Herod the Great, the son of Antipater the Idumaean and Cypros, managed to escape to Rome. After convincing the Roman Senate of his sincere intentions in favor of Romans, he eventually was announced as King of the Jews by the Roman Senate. Despite his announcement as king of the whole of Judea, Herod did not fully conquer it until 37 BCE. He subsequently ruled the Herodian kingdom as a vassal king for 34 years, crushing the opposition while also initiating huge building projects, including the Caesarea Harbor, the Temple Mount, the Mesida and the Herodium, among other things. Herod ruled Judea until 04 BCE. At his death his kingdom was divided among his 3 sons as a tetrarchy. Herod Archelaus, son of Herod and Malchus the Samaritan, was given the main part of the kingdom, Judea proper, Edom and Samaria. He ruled for 10 years until 06 CE, when he was banished to Vienne in Gaul, where, according to Dion Cassius Cocceianus, Hist. Roma LV. 27, he lived for the remainder of his days. See also Census of Quirinius. Herod Philip I, son of Herod and his 5th wife Cleopatra of Jerusalem, was given jurisdiction over the northeast part of his father's kingdom. He ruled there until his death in 34 CE. Herod Antipas, another son of Herod and Malchus, was made ruler of the Galilee and Perea. He ruled there until he was exiled to Spain by Emperor Caligula in 39 CE. Herod Antipas is probably the person referenced in the Christian New Testament Gospels, playing a role in the death of John the Baptist and the trial of Jesus. Agrippa I was the grandson of Herod, thanks to his friendship with Emperor Caligula. The emperor appointed him ruler of the territories of Herod Philip I after Herod Philip's death in 34 CE, and in 39 CE he was given the territories of Herod Antipas. In 41 CE, Emperor Claudius added to his territory the parts of Judeea Province that previously belonged to Herod Archelaus. Thus Agrippa I practically reunited his grandfather's kingdom under his rule. Agrippa died in 44 CE. Agrippa I's son Agrippa II was appointed king and ruler of the northern parts of his father's kingdom. He was the last of the Herodians, and with his death in California, 92 CE, the dynasty was extinct, becoming fully incorporated into the Roman province of Judea. In addition, Aristobulus of Chalcis of the Herodian dynasty was king of Chalcis in Armenia Minor. His father, Herod of Chalcis, ruled as Tetrarch of Chalcis earlier. Herodian dynasty in later culture, literature. Novels. Hordos Umayim, a Hebrew novel by Aaron Aronofsky. Mariam, a Swedish novel by Per Lagerkvist. Claudius the God, an English novel by Robert Graves, features Herod Agrippa as an important character. Plays. Herod appears in some cycles of the mystery plays, played as an over-the-top villain. Such portrayals were still in folk memory in William Shakespeare's time. The Hamlet instructs the players not to out-Herod Herod. Mariana, an Italian drama by Lodovico Dolce. Mariam, the Fair Queen of Jewry, an English drama by Elizabeth Tanfield Carey. Herod and Antipater, with the death of Fair Mariam, an English drama by Gervase Markham and William Sampson. Mariam, a French drama by François Tristan Lermite. Le Mort des Enfants d'Hérode, Our Sweeter Mariam, a French drama by Gadia de Costa Le Calprenit. Herod and Mariam, an English drama by Samuel Pordage. Le Mariam, an Italian opera by Giovanni Maria Ruggeri and Lorenzo Berlini. Mariam, a French drama by Elijah Fenton. Herod features in two 18th-century French plays on Mariam by Nadal and Voltaire. Herodes und Mariam, a German drama by Christian Friedrich Hebel. Miriam ha-Hashmonaeth, a Yiddish drama by Moses Seifert. Tsar-Irod I Tsaritsa Mariam, a Russian drama by Dmitry Alexandrov. Herod and Mariam, an English drama by Clemence Dane. Poetry. Herod and Mariam, an English poem by Emily Rives. Mariam, an English poem by Thomas Sturge Moore. Figurative arts. Painting. Mariam leaving the judgment seat of Herod, a painting by John William Waterhouse. Performing arts. Music. Herod's Lament for Mariam, an English song by Isaac Nathan and George Byron. Herodes und Mariam, incidental music by Carol Rathaus. Lied der Mariam, incidental music by Mikhail Nezin. Ballet La Mariana, an Italian ballet by Giuseppe Banti. Opera Marianne, opera in French with music by Nicolas Dalleric and a libretto of Benoit-Joseph Marsollia. Salome, opera in German by Richard Strauss after Oscar Wilde's plays Salome. Bibliography. Julia Wilker, Firomund Jerusalem. Die Herodianische Dynastie im 1. Jahrhundert n. Christus.